Hey guys, it's Arleman. So today I'm going to undertake a new endeavor, which is basically trying to do an updated beginner's guide for Seven Knights 2. I'm playing on the PC client right now, but the game is available on mobile, iOS, and Android devices. Anyway, so there is a dearth of actual current sensible information for new players for the game, so I'm going to go ahead and take my stab at it. So this is a brand new account, and right now I'm going to be starting literally from where you actually get the sign in. The first chapter is called Prologue. So this will land you in Rosenbaum Square. Basically you just follow the tutorial and it gets you to this point, which is where you will actually get the login for the events at having the daily check-in reward. Anyway, so for brand new players, Seven Knights 2 can be pretty daunting. There's a lot of information, there's a lot of stuff that's a little confusing. The game kind of looks like, you know, an MMO, or is it an action RPG? It's actually more of a standard style hero collector RPG. The layout is just, you know, 3D looking world, but it is stage based. So for new players, I'm just going to go over the UI real quick, because that's probably the most daunting thing. Plus what you get is a brand new player. Alright, so as you see here, upper left is going to be your main menu. Quite a few of these things are going to be locked out. These will open up as you play the game, and we're going to go through all that stuff as it happens. The very first screen you're going to come to when you start the game is going to be, when you actually have real access to this, is going to be the events menu. So this is where you have your daily check-in reward, and as a new player you're also going to have a daily check-in, which is awesome because the very first thing that you get is a summon voucher for Saint of Light Karen. She is one of the best healers in the game. She also has the ability to resurrect all party members, and right now they're doing the 500th day celebration. And then, of course, this is new commander mission for the 500 day celebration. Actually, will give you an Alice guaranteed summon voucher. So we're going to grab that too. So it says you can't claim it till you complete the prelude. Alright. Likewise here. So you'll have to finish the prelude before you can get any of that stuff. So what we're going to do is, we've got a lot of stuff in our mailbox. So from the screen, you got a few things here. You have the shop menu here. And what's important in the shop, you've got the outfit shop, which are your cosmetics, the general shop, the summon shop, and the Mole Emporium. So very important, the Mole Emporium is something that you want to check every 6 hours.
New item.
I got 46 minutes until the reset, so every 6 hours. The reason being is you want to buy maps. Since we don't have any money and this is a new account, we're not going to be able to buy this stuff, but basically you want to buy everything here with the exception of the rubies, since this is going to be a free-to-play account. Even soul stones, even if you don't need them. Next to the Emporium, you have the general shop.
Oh my! Looks like you could use some new items. Come have a look around.
The general shop is a combination of the cash shop as well as the in-game currency shop. I'm going to go over the things that you absolutely want to get. So in the very first one, under packs, if you click on event packs, you'll have a free daily Daybreak Mercenaries map support pouch. You want to go ahead and get this every day.
Please visit us again.
And then of course you've got the monthly pack, and there is no free weekly pack, so just be aware. You only have the daily pack, which is under the event pack, and the monthly pack, which is obviously the start of the month. Alright, and then this is where usually when there's an event, you'll have event currency here, and what to spend your event currency on. This is to purchase rubies, which we're not going to go through. This is to purchase gold with rubies. We're not going to use any of that. So the topaz is what you're going to, one of the PvP currencies. We'll go over that one in another video. Under common, very important, you want to always buy your maps. These are with gold. Okay, and of course guild, once you get a guild, Arena, Maze of Trial, Soulstone. I'll go over all this stuff, but the main takeaway from the very first time you come to this menu is to go to the Mole Emporium and buy your maps. Maps are important because that's what you're going to use field exploration for, and that's your offline grinding. So it's going to be really important that you're always accruing that currency, those passes for your offline play. All right. Without any further ado. Your next thing here is going to be your mailbox. As a new player, you're going to have a lot of stuff. So first off, you're going to have Saint of Light Karen.
I shall protect you no matter what.
So we're going to go ahead and claim her. And then as far as resources, we're going to grab our new coins. I'm going to grab... Okay. And under items, we got some free gifts. Okay, anything else? Now, anytime you have anything in the mailbox, it only keeps it for a week, so claim it as soon as you see it. And then as far as packs go, remember how we bought these from Alice's shop? We had the Daybreak Mercenary pack and the monthly pack, so we have all that stuff. And of course, you've got your game notices and stuff like that. Okay, so now that that's done, so these are what these icons are right here. Up here is where you switch between seasons. Currently there are 3 seasons in the game, and by seasons they're kind of like major story chapters. Think of them as books in a novel series. So season 1 is book 1, season 2 is book 2, season 3 is book 3. There's also some side chapters too, which are also really cool. But this is the button you would use to change seasons. Alright, since everything here is locked out, we're not going to go over them. In the very middle where it says, geez, you can't actually access that yet, but we'll go to your actual character account. Alright, then you have your inventory, which is self-explanatory. It's where your gear is. Here's where you can sort by all. This is weapons, this is armor, this is accessories, and this is miscellaneous. So eventually this will get pretty full. If you get any treasure chests or anything else like that, you're going to want to click this tab to kind of make it easier to get to it. As you can see, the game starts us off with our heroes, Len, Chen Chen, Luki, and Cade. They are all, you see the gray backgrounds, that means they're common heroes. Karen here is a legendary hero, denoted by the red background. When you first start the game, you will not be able to set your party. This would be under the set T option here. It does keep you with a fixed party for all of the prelude and I think some parts of chapter 1. At various times in the story, you're going to have to play a specific character, and at that point you will not be able to change your team. Of course, here is the pet feature. Fuse, craft, codex. But we'll go over that. So this is brand new. So right now, the only thing I want you to focus on is making sure that you have clicked off all of your event. Make sure all your check-ins are done. Check your mailbox to collect your things. And then go to the shop. Go to the Emporium. Pick up your maps. Okay, and then from the shop,
oh my, looks like you could use some new
events.
items.
Sorry,
Come have a look
pack,
around.
Pack events, and then the free Daybreak Mercenary pack, which will be right there. All right, moving on. So just auto through this stuff, and I'm going to be skipping the cutscenes simply because they take up a lot of time. The storyline is really good, so I advise new players to pay attention because it's quite a lot of story content. So enjoy it. But this is just going to be covering the basics for new players as far as things that you really need to know.
I need to notify the guards and find Fine.
So you can change your camera settings here.
Guard Captain!
Alright, it's a Netmarble game, so you're going to have pop-ups. We're going to close those out. So down here you have your camera settings. One is specifically behind the hero you have selected. You can switch manually through all your heroes. Alright. This arrow here shows you the buffs and debuffs. I usually keep it off simply because it does get cluttered. And then this button here turns your ultimate skill use on and off. This toggles between manual and auto. This is to change your target. When there are multiple targets, like let's say a boss has ads, you'd hit this button and then select the target you want your party to focus on. This button is the rally button. This actually keeps your characters together. But what that means is if this is not checked, then the character you have selected can move around independently of all the others. They'll still follow around, but in combat it allows you to move around pretty freely. Alright, let me better illustrate by zooming out. So as you can see here, I'm kind of moving around on my own. If you hit rally, everybody kind of gathers together and moves with you. This is very helpful for avoiding boss damage, because you're going to have damage indicators on the ground like you would in like an MMO. And while auto is great for the AI is great for damage, but it's not really good at avoiding things, so you kind of have to take control of that. So anyway, and of course you've got your skills here. If you hold down the button, it'll actually tell you what each of the skills are. If you want to play the game manually, you can. There are keybinds in the PC version. You can also run the game through Steam to use a controller by doing some button mapping, but for the purpose of this, we're just going to run auto. I'm going to leave the rally button on so you can see, because some of the encounters are going to require us to move as a team.
Thank you for saving us!
Damn it!
I don't think we can deal with it. Let's fall back for now.
Yes, evacuating people is our priority now.
Change your camera based on your preference. Just be aware that some camera settings do not allow you to rotate the camera with the mouse.
I hope she's alright. Run while we hold them off!
Of course, if you have the character that's selected,
Over here!
you will
If you follow this road, you can get
see the
out of the
cinematic
castle.
of their special when they use them. So now we've switched characters, and this is kind of a story bit.
Mercenaries, follow me! I will fight with this spear for everyone! I'll destroy!
Okay, so now we're back to the regular party.
I'm so angry.
Len, do you still not understand the commander?
No, I'm angry at myself. If I was stronger, I would have been able to help my mom.
Len,
Please stay safe, Mom.
Oh no. More are coming.
Ultimate attack! Golden Drake Barrage!
Look, over there.
We need to save as many people as possible.
Thank you so much.
You can see here, you can actually change targets.
This'll sting a bit! Stop! You murderer!
How brave you are.
This'll sting a
But your
bit!
skills are terrible by comparison.
changed. You couldn't control the power of evil after all.
No, this is my true self.
So, since this game is a sequel to Seven Knights 1, a lot of the characters and some of the storyline might seem a little confusing, but you'll unlock a feature to do individual character chapters, which kind of fill in the blanks. Also, the Celestial Tower will give you kind of flashbacks and tell the story of what happened in Seven Knights 1. Okay, so we've just finished the prelude. It has now given us some new player buffs, and of course a welcome pack, which, if you do enjoy the game, this is actually a fantastic value. 3 10x Hero Summon tickets, a legendary Hero Summon voucher, is nuts. Like, that's actually really good. You've got 24 hours to decide to pick it up if you want. You know, Netmarble tends to be a little predatory with its monetization. Thankfully, this game is very free-to-play friendly, but I highly advise, if you do want to play the game to any extent, go ahead and spend the 99 cents and get yourself some decent pulls. Okay, so now that we are officially in Chapter 1, so I'm going to go over a couple of things here. First of all, you'll notice that you'll have the mission over here. If you click on it, it will show you what the chapters are and what's completion. So when you think about like a standard gacha game, this is what you basically be going through each one of these. Like, this would be, you know, chapter 1-1-2-3 all the way to the end, and it'll actually tell you what the objectives are as well as what the rewards are. So you can flip between stages, you know, as your completion rewards are. There's also multiple difficulty settings, just like any other Hero Collector RPG, and of course the rewards that you get. So there will be objectives, specific objectives to get completion rewards, so you can go back and complete them as needed to get all of the completion rewards. So don't think that once you go through it, you know, if you didn't meet the bonus objectives, that you can't go back, but this is how you would go back. Alright, so from here we can look at our menu. As far as new things that have opened up, we have the crafting menu.
In crafting, you can craft not only first. Choose a weapon. You can see what materials you need to craft the selected weapon. If you want to craft multiple...
Alright. Crafting is unlocked right in the beginning.
In the Codex, you can view the information about all the heroes and equipment that you have collected, so tap on Hero. At the top of each screen, if you want...
So the long and short of it, as you collect heroes, you actually get passive buffs. That's basically what the Codex is it's a collection. As you get gear, heroes, pets, outfits, it will provide passive buffs to the player. And this leads into your account CP, which actually I'm going to change this name because it's terrible. It messed up before. Because there's only so much, there's only so many characters. So as you increase your account combat power, you are going to unlock specific bonuses, such as new characters, accessories, you know, so you don't really have to get them in the gacha. If you look all the way at the end, you'll actually start getting Legendary Plus characters. Just create, there's Yuri. But as you see, you can go all the way up to 10 million CP. You're not getting that for a while. But the way this value is derived is from all of your heroes that you have collected, and it basically adds all of their CP. So even if you're not using characters, it's good to still leave them in the roster with, you know, low-level gear, so that at least they're contributing to your CP total. Okay, so at this point we don't have anything yet, and of course you can change your characters, you can change your frames. Okay, so And then, of course, Pet Dispatch just opens. We don't have any pets yet, so we're not going to worry about that. Alright, so now that we are here, we still can't set our team yet, because we don't have the return feature. Simply because this is basically a story
I'm
segment.
worried about Len.
Alright.
Len, it's too dangerous on your own. We're going with you. In order to set a team, you must tap on the main
Here we
menu.
go. Now
Then
we're unlocking.
tap on Set Team. Here
So
you
we're
can
now
check the
putting our
heroes that
teams
are
together.
currently assigned. This is where you can choose the heroes you want to go into battle with. Now finish setting your team, choosing Auto Set. Once you are done setting up a team, it's time to choose a formation. You can choose the formation that you want. You can also...
Okay, this is pretty self-explanatory, but I'll go over it. So, this is where you set your characters. You have the front character, the middle characters, and the back characters. Enemies generally will attack whoever is set in the front position, so you always kind of want to make sure that that's a tank. It doesn't always have to be a tank. Some of the universal characters have high stats, high defense stats, so your mileage may vary. That's kind of what all of these symbols mean. This blue stat is basically, this is a tank style character. The Red Cross Swords is a DPS. The greenish angel is a support character. There's ones that either heal, buff, or debuff. And the star are universal. Universal characters have higher than average stats, and they can be, depending on the skills that they have, they can fill any of these roles. Alright, and then of course setting a pet, which we do not have yet. Formation. Formation is very important in that it grants passive buffs to your party, as it says here, basic. Increased defense by 6%. So Cade here will get an additional 6% on top of his base defense. The midline, it increased attack speed by 9.1%, so everybody in the middle gets to attack faster. And then the back line decreased skill cooldown by 4%, which would be really good for a healer. So you have all kinds of different formations. Personally, I recommend starting with crit, simply because the amount of damage that you get is phenomenal. So now that we're set with crit, you can enhance the formation. What enhance does is when you get these little skill books, it'll allow you to increase these passives. So we're going to leave that at crit for now. And then once the team is set, you are ready to go. Let's see if we have any equipment yet. We do not have any equipment yet, so not a big deal. Let's see about crafting. So we don't have any material. Yes, we do. Okay. So we can make a sword. So, and the weapons will tell you what skill bonuses they get for how many pieces you wear. Gladiator weapons increase crit. So generally in this game, crit is going to be king. I only have 5 more scrap points. Alright. So to equip gear, you want to go into your inventory. You want to select your character. Now, you can either do this manually or you can do the auto-equip settings. Auto-equip, you decide what set you want to equip, and then your accessory, what set you want, and then you hit OK and fill it in. Alright. So, if you want to actually learn about your characters, alright, those are locked off, but if you click on Hero, you can look at what your skills are. And as you see with Len, her ultimate has what's called a suppressor, which characters that have a suppressor skill are useful for interrupting a boss's super move, as you will see as we move forward. Okay, so now that we've set our team,
Good. Your team seems to be ready. Now, in the main menu, tap on the profile. This is the profile screen for our mercenary team. From here, you can view the information. You can check the progress of your account.
So there are plenty of tutorials here in the game, but I know some people just like to click through stuff. So I've already covered account CP and everything else, so we're just going to keep moving.
Hey, Lynn. You back to your senses yet?
Shut your mouth. Just keep going on your way.
Humans! Kill them!
Whoa, there are so many of them! Cade, you want to bet who can kill more?
Focus, Luki. Our mistake can put everyone in danger.
Look who's talking.
Karen is really nice because her ultimate will resurrect any fallen party members. Not terribly useful if everyone's still alive, but it's a great catch-all. Later on, she does get overshadowed by other support healers who have more active ultimates, but her ultimate, as I said, is very useful, especially in fights where, you know, you're gonna lose characters. Plus, she's free.
There are too many of them.
We must be near their lair.
We need to talk to the guard captain after we take care of them.
Let me show you true beast-skin potential.
Take a look at that armor.
Alright, so we just got some new gear.
Let me show you how to use the equipment you earned. Select inventory in the
We've gone
inventory.
through this already.
You can, to help you understand, this is my body armor. Tapping on an item will bring up its information. Now try on the equipment yourself.
Actually, now that I think about it, we should be able to pick up our rewards. So we got the Alice Summon voucher, 1,500. Sorry, 1.5 million, and we're gonna get our tutorial stuff. So always keep an eye out for the red dot with the event tabs, and remember, many times you cannot get
The
the
new
rewards
product
until
this
you
time
pick them up.
is...
Unless you pick them up from your mailbox. Alright, so we now have Alice in our team. She is a supporter, but let's see what her skills are. She heals. Alright, her special increases the attack speed and move speed. She also debuffs targets. And her passive increases the defense of all of your characters. So she's actually probably a better active choice as a new player for a healer. Karen is really good, but she's kind of a one-trick pony. Alice is definitely more useful, I think, for new players. In that not only does she doesn't just heal, she'll also buff, and she has an ultimate that is useful, no matter whether there's characters available
Hey,
alive
hey,
or
Captain. Good news. What a prick.
Luki, stop grumbling and get ready to scout the area.
Len, please... Let me teach you how to recruit mercenaries. Then, tap on hero. You can recruit heroes here if you have enough soulstone. May Elena's grace be with you.
So Melissa would have been your first healer, had we not already gotten Karen and Alice. She's not a bad healer, but of course she cannot keep up with the legendary characters. And of course we've unlocked something else, so let's see here. Tutorial guide mission, some more rubies, good deal. Alright, and let's see.
Curious
Let's check the
about your
summon
fate.
shop. So we've talked about, now that we actually have some money, let's go back to the general shop.
Looks like you could use some new items. Come have a
We're
look
gonna go
around.
to our common shop. We're going to buy all of our maps.
Please visit us again.
And we're going to buy the auto salvage buff. What that does
Please
is it
visit
allows
us
us to
again.
break down common and uncommon, like basically fodder gear into components without having to do it manually. Alright, we don't have a guild yet, but we do have a couple summon tickets, so we're going to go to the summon
Curious
shop.
about your fate.
So in the summon shop, you have 3 different features. Sorry, 4 different features. So, yeah. Okay.